So as a young man, I eschewed such things as baseball cards, and sports, and sunlight. When others went out and did dangerous things, I was at home with my Commodore 64. When I was your age, 100 megabytes was a large hard drive, and modems came in box. I remember when you knew you were on the internet because the phone made that funny sound. Religiously, I'd log on to my BBS to play my turns at Baron Rome's Elite. And you played until your parents yelled at you because they wanted to make a phone call. When you busted your balls trying a pathetic vein to beat Battletoads, Double Dragon, and Gauntlet. Arcade Legends, I'll have you know. And Zaxxon 3D was a revolution in graphics. Why, when I was your age, Wing Commander was 8 megabytes. And we thought that was huge. Until they came out with WC2, and it had 12. And it was on DOS. With its CD ... and its CD backspace, or backslash. Back when you needed to know what you were actually doing. Why, I remember the day when I got an excited phone call. Come to my house, I've got Sound Blaster. And this was news, you see, for at last, we'd thrown off the shackles of the PC speakers. All the wonders of 32 or 23 kilohertz of sound. Kids today coddled on their so-called PlayStations. I remember when Sega sold consoles. Who needs so many buttons on a controller anyways? Nintendo had 4 buttons, and one of those was select. Do you even know what select does anymore? There just ain't no respect. When you spent 20 minutes downloading a Simpsons WAV file, you appreciated it. Why, my first monitor had 16 colors. 16. Back then, memory had girth. You want to see my 5 1/4 inch floppy? Drive, sickos. And now kids these days with their cellular telephones and their iPods and their DSs. I remember when phones fit in briefcases and Game Boys were melee weapons. Now you've got your torrents and your Googles. Back then you actually had to find things on the internet yourself. When I was young, you either had a computer or a girlfriend, because only those people played games. But now the shoe's on the other foot. You all make me sick. And to that effect, I have come to a technological reckoning. It's time for the 8-bit revolution to begin. I call out to all my QBasic using brethren. I call out to anyone who owns a computer before they had towers. It's time to subjugate these young upstarts, to hold them down and make them play Joust. Not in some flash game, in an arcade, which I'll have you whippersnappers know is a place you used to go to play video games. It's time to chain them to the TMNT and not let them go until they beat Krang. Because, you know, some of those games were pretty cool.